Because of his expertise, Beach is captain, but as owner, you make most of the decisions. Which is, I don't know. I think you're going to have some problems with that. Yeah. Like, hey, best bud, we're best friends. And we're going to start a small business together. But I own everything and I make the important decisions. But we're best friends.
I own 51% of this company. No.
Yeah, I think you're going to run into problems real fast. Just random things out of my...
How much stuff do you have in your pockets?
I have a utility belt.
Okay, Batman. Jingle, jingle.
'Tis the season.
Peter is Santa.
Beware and warning and welcome.
Also that.
Everyone.
All of you except for that one person.
You know who you are. To Choose Your Own Book Club is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and our own adventures.
Like taking down our Halloween decorations.
Did you do that?
I did, but they're still all on my patio, just waiting for me to put
I did see that, yes.
Away. Some of them are still up. It's like I feel like the skeletons can just kind of be up all the time.
Sure.
You just leave them up.
Exactly. You can have a holiday skeleton.
Yeah. Like for a long time at our old house, I had a spider that was just kind of clinging to a light, and it got really cold at Halloween, and I was like, I'm not going out there and taking it down. It's freezing.
Right.
And so instead of taking it down, I just like decorated it.
Put a little hat on it.
It's like, that's the Thanksgiving spider.
All right, yeah.
It's the Christmas spider. It's the New Year's spider. It's Valentine's spider. It just did every holiday until it came to like spring, and then I was like, okay, fine, I'll take it down.
You can't have an Easter spider. That's crazy.
No, you could. He was there for that.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's an adventure.
From a long time ago, apparently.
Yeah, it still sticks in my brain, though.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
You know?
Well, here's the thing. We haven't recorded it in about like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Because we had such a big backlog that we didn't have to record. So if we sound a little rusty.
We had a hot batch.
Yeah, we kind of did. We were on a run.
Yeah.
And now we're like, uh-oh. Is
now
this
I'm
anything?
like, oh my God, I got to talk.
Spider decorations. Is that anything?
You got anything there? No?
Oh, okay.
I guess we'll see what else comes up.
Well, actually, I thought we could do a really quick news segment.
Ooh.
And so I'm going to need a news song from you. Because our news segment is called Choose News.
Oh, choose news.
It's news for kids, by kids. Because I used to watch like a lot of PBS as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And there was, for whatever reason, that was always like, it's news for kids, by kids. And even as a kid, I was like, oh, so it's going to be bad. This is something I'm not going to like.
No.
Because I don't want to.
You're like, oh, they're kid reporters. They're going to suck.
So anyway, I went back to Vampire Express really quick. You and Grant were right that the lasers do not work at all.
Yeah, I know.
And the reason I thought that they did was it's a condition I'm calling chooselexia, like I told you.
Yeah.
Where the page spread looks like it's this kind of like one continuous page, like it was 24 to 25. And it ended in such a way that it looks almost like a traditional book, and it looks like you should just go on to the next page.
Yeah.
And so you and Grant saw the page numbers at the end and did the appropriate thing. Old Peter over here didn't. He was like, oh, this is a regular book. I'm just going to go right to the next page. And so, yeah, sometimes that just, I think to me at least that happens, whereas like I don't understand the page numbers or forget the page numbers, or it just seems like it's laid on such a way that it looks like it should continue into the next page.
Like the momentum, you just want to keep going. You're so excited and you're like, and then you just, you forget how it actually works.
Right. So yeah, lasers don't work.
Of course not. They're made up. They're not science.
Lasers aren't science.
No, lasers aren't real. They're magic.
Everyone knows that.
We learned it from the magician. Why else would a magician have lasers if they're not real?
That's true.
Everything they do is illusions.
So anyway, that was the first update. But the second update is that we have our own studio space now.
We do.
In the basement of Denise, which is the name you gave for your house.
My house's name.
So we're in Denise Studios.
We're in Denise's underbelly.
Don't say that.
We're in the underbelly of Denise.
So just moving forward, things should just sound a little bit better.
Hopefully, yeah.
We're probably going to work out a couple more kinks, but
yeah, we're figuring everything out with the new equipment and trying to hopefully get everything to sound like consistently tight.
Mm-hmm. That was it for Choose News. Just keep going. Let's get into our book for the day. So, the book that we read was number 32, Treasure Diver.
It sure was.
By Julius Goodman. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of sea adventures.
See your own adventure.
Exactly. I don't want to see adventure. I want to be adventure, baby.
You don't want adventure. What are you talking about? You're like, I don't want to see adventure. You don't want any adventure.
That's right. Both in the books or in real life.
You're like, I don't want to go on the ocean. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to go home.
I do.
I want to go home and put on my cozy clothes.
So anyway, I wasn't really a big fan of just right off the bat of this book, just because I don't like the setting. Mm-hmm. But some of the best deaths I think that we've read so far are in this book.
Yeah, there's some really wild ones.
There's some really good ones.
Yeah, we die a lot. And other people die a lot because of decisions you make.
Exactly.
So yeah, this one was different in that way because a lot of times you die, but not often do you survive and other people die because of stuff you did.
I think the only one that comes to mind is oddly Survival at Sea.
Yeah.
Where you can capsize the boat and you can lose half your crew.
Yep. Yeah, this is why I don't like the ocean. Again, we'll talk about this millions of times anytime an ocean thing comes up, but the ocean is untrustworthy. Any body of water where I can't see the bottom of it, I don't trust it. Mm-hmm. Anything that's got fishes in it, they all want to eat you, including the water.
Water wants to eat you.
Water doesn't want you alive. You can't breathe in it. It wants you dead.
Unless you're Kevin Costner.
And yeah, unless you're Kevin Costner in Waterworld, and then you're part fish.
Exactly, for no reason.
Yeah, he can breathe water.
Never explained why.
It's like a sci-fi thing.
Yes, it's a movie.
It's a sci-fi.
It's not a documentary.
It's not real, Peter.
I understand.
You're like the lady when I went to see the Simpsons movie. There's a lady sitting behind me, and every time something like impossible for an actual human to do would happen, she would go, like that could happen. Yeah, right. Whatever. Oh, come on.
Why does she sound like Marge? Was it Marge?
That's what she actually sounded like. And the whole time I was sitting there, it made the scenes like... I wanted to turn around. I was like, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
We need a soundboard. Now that we have our own setup, we need a soundboard. And I'll just play that all the time.
Yeah, right.
Love it. Let's get into our 60-second summary. So, Abby, you're going to choose how you want to summarize this book in 60 seconds or less. I'm going to give you 2 options.
Okay.
Option number 1. This was written in the 80s. Like, Jacques Cousteau was really cool still. And a lot of kids really liked Jacques Cousteau.
Did they? It was 1984, so
I think it was just on TV, and kind of geared towards kids. So I think just kids are like, well, I guess this is my identity now.
If it's on TV and you're a kid, you're like, this is cool.
Option number 2. In this book, you dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the ocean.
I do.
So for option number 2, you're going to get farther and farther away from your mic as you explain.
Okay.
So you're going to have to scream a little bit, I think, towards the end.
You'll have to keep telling me. I don't have a very good French accent.
Well, then, do you want to do the diving?
I guess I will do the farther away from the mic because my French accent is not good, and I always sound like the chef from Little Mermaid. Les poissons, how I love les poissons.
I think, just for everybody.
What, that's not good? You don't think that's good? Okay, fine.
So 60 seconds starts now.
Okay, you're a child, and apparently you found a piece of 8 and you bought a boat with it. And then you and your friends all decided that you are going to also start searching for treasure in other places. And as you're searching for treasure in other places,
diving deeper,
you have to like go in diving into the ocean, which is scary and bad, and you should never do that, guys. But you have like 3 friends, and one of them is named Beach, and I was like, is this Beach Muswell from that one book that you were in before? And like you're in the water, and then all of a sudden
you're running out of space.
This guy comes up in a boat, and he's like, hey, we need to come in and take stuff. So you go up to the boat, maybe, and then you're like, maybe you find treasure, maybe you don't find treasure. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, you're done. You literally ran into a wall at the end. I like
shouting.
Yeah.
Could you still hear me?
I think so.
Okay, good.
It was hard to tell because you were actually yelling. So I couldn't tell if it was from our headsets or if it was from just you yelling in my face. But we'll find out when I edit this.
Oh.
So I like the dedication for this one. Mm-hmm. This one's dedicated for those who helped.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, huh.
Like helped make the book or helped just...
Helped with what?
Exactly.
It's so vague.
Yeah. But it's so vague, like helped wash his car, helped validate his parking.
Right. That's why I was like, huh? What is it? What does it mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Julius, what does it mean?
So this one not only comes with a special warning right at the beginning, but it comes with vital data.
Oh, yeah. There's like several pages, like 3 pages of special warning and vital data.
Right. So,
which is important to read.
Right, because your vital data is all about your equipment.
Yeah, scuba diving equipment and stuff.
So it felt a lot like survival at sea or mountain survival. I mean, this book gets a little crazy and unrealistic, but most of the branches are fairly realistic.
Yeah, and you really do need to read all of it, because if you don't pay attention to like the buoyancy compensator stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly that.
It's that, and then the stuff about decompression sickness.
Right.
Like if you don't read and learn about the decompression sickness stuff, then you're in for a tough time. And when I say tough time, I mean you're going to die. Also, the nitrogen narcosis rapture of the deep stuff.
Right.
Was very
So yeah,
important to learn about.
You kind of have to read the vital data, but basically it's just like, hey, if you come too fast, you get the bends, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah, and that can happen multiple times.
Yes. So this one starts off, you're complaining to Beach, and Beach is your friend. Maybe Beach Muswell. We don't know.
It might be Beach Muswell from whichever book that was.
Nabuti, right?
Yeah, it was Nabuti.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met a person named Beach.
We're also in the Midwest, so it seems like a very California casual.
Is it a coasty kind of name? Okay.
Hey, man's Bitch.
Hey, man, I'm Beach.
I'll be your barista for today.
Do you want soy on your cold foam latte? We have a scone. It's a savory scone, but no sweet scones. I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of performatively sorry.
If that makes sense. If that's okay. That's a space I'm occupying right now. So you're complaining to Beach. Will we ever find the treasure? And you're on the rail of the Ocho Riles. You're in the dark waters of the Gulf of Mexico. And Beach says, sure we will. Your friend and diving instructor is watching the hot Florida sunrise. You're watching it together. Just because for a week now we haven't found a trace of the sunken galleons doesn't mean that this next dive will be unsuccessful. He turns to you. Why don't you get suited up? I'll get Macaulay and Kate.
Yeah, I was excited to see Macaulay. I was like, Culkin?
He's going to set up...
From Home Alone?
Well, because the thing is, he does want to set up traps. We'll get to it later, but he has a love of traps.
Yeah, me and Macaulay are going to set up some booby traps for these guys.
So you're just talking about the dive, and you remember the April afternoon 2 years ago when you were diving with Beach in the Florida Keys. Hidden in the coral, you found the last remains of a cloth sack. The sack contained Black Sea corroded silver coins, Spanish pieces of 8. You use the 400-year-old coins to buy the boat you own now, vowing to search for more treasure.
I took a solemn oath to search for more pieces of 8.
Yes. And so that's why the boat is named the Ocho Reales.
Reales.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, say it in Spanish.
Ocho Reales.
Ocho reales.
Yes. Because of his expertise, Beach is captain, but as owner, you make most of the decisions. Which is, I don't know. I think you're going to have some problems with that. Like, hey, best bud, we're best friends. And we're going to start a small business together. But I own everything and I make the important decisions. But we're best friends.
I own 51% of this company. No.
Yeah, I think you're going to run into problems real
Yeah.
fast.
Like, let him make his captain choices.
Yeah, so it's...
You run into a lot where it's like, let Beach do his job, man.
Exactly, because you make decisions that impact lives that can potentially kill people.
Yeah, man.
And if it was Beach making decisions, I don't know if that would happen.
No, I don't think Beach would make a lot of the decisions that you make. And you seem like I'm just this like young buck who found a chunk of gold and bought a boat. He's an actual like scuba diving instructor who is a boat captain. Seems
This whole situation seems weird because like he's a diving instructor. So like this is 2 years ago. So were you just like on a dive with him and like you just lucked in? Because it seems like you just kind of lucked into it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you gave him anything. It seems like a really awkward situation.
Yeah. If you're both down, he's the reason we found it. I'd be like if you bought me a lottery ticket and I won $1 million and I was like, yay, I have $1 million. You can be the captain of my boat. You can be the butler in my new mansion.
I will be the butler on your boat and nothing else. That's it. I won't be the captain of your boat, but I'll be the butler.
You can work for me now.
Isn't that great, bestie?
You can work for me with the money that I won from the thing that you got me.
That really seems like the situation.
Yeah.
Because of his... Oh, yeah. So Beach is the captain, but you make most of the decisions, which is going to turn out great. So Beach has gone to get the rest of your crew. Macaulay is Bahamian. From the Bahamas, I would assume. With years of both skin diving and scuba diving experience. Kate is also a diver and a good friend of somebody. But her most valuable asset is her capacity in a library.
Yeah, girl.
I love... No, well, this is so funny. She can find things that not even the librarian knows about, which, as a librarian, I always love. I always love when people come in and be like, hey, do you have blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, it's usually like a financial thing. It's like, hey, do you have this? I was like, no. Like, this very specific thing that you're requesting? No, of course we don't have this.
Do you have this textbook from this very specific course that I'm taking at a public library?
Also, it's the second edition.
It's the newest 7th edition.
Also, it was independently published. I was like, no, bud. No, we don't have that.
No. And I mean, yeah, are there things in the library that I don't know that are there? Yeah.
Sure, of course, yes.
Of course. But do I know how to find all of the things in the library?
99%, yes.
Yeah, yeah, sweetie, I do. Oh, Kate. Oh, Julius.
So, as your chief researcher, she helped you locate records of the Spanish fleet of 1698 that sank in a hurricane in the bay, littering the bottom with broken ships, dead men, and tons of gold and silver. And soon to be your dead body as well.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, you're basically getting ready that day. You and Kate will dive in the morning, and Beach and Macaulay remain on board in case you need help. Which, again, I think, like, both as an independent, or as a small business owner, I'd be like, hey, Beach, buddy, since we're best friends, and I'm paying you, and you're probably the stronger diver, how about you go?
Right. You go first. I'll stay here with my property. The boat that I forced you to work on. Jeez.
But yeah, I if Beach had gone instead of you, I think this book would not have happened.
No.
Which again, that's I'm sure that's the point, but still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you're diving and with Kate, getting ready, and then you plunge off the back of the boat. We're on to like this fourth page already. We haven't gotten to any choices. This is all set up still.
It's so much setup and not a lot of choices at first. And you're still like, it's just a flip around book. Like it's a flip and adventure, which is my problem with that one Star Wars book where it's like, turn to page whatever, turn to page whatever. And again, it's like, okay, you're going down, you're scanning the bottom, you're swimming around. Okay, you're looking at the bottom of the floor, going all over the place.
Right.
Like that's when you finally get to start making choices.
So yeah, you dive down with Kate. You see some coral that looks interesting. You see the outline of the Ocho Riles, but something is wrong. At first, you're not sure what it is. Then you realize the shape isn't right. There is another boat alongside the Ocho Riales. You think it's probably just a fishing vessel, but its presence reminds you of Macaulay's warning about pirates.
Yeah.
It's very odd that we are 32 books in. There have been several books about space.
Yeah.
There have been several books about the ocean at this point.
For sure.
There have been no books about, hey, you are a pirate, and you're going on pirate adventures.
Well, let me just say, piracy is glamorized a lot, and it's really not that great. I have seen a lot of FBI warnings before movies that have told me not to copy the films.
You wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a car.
So why would you steal this movie?
Why would you steal this film?
Although my dad stole so many movies from...
Don't say that. Cut that out. The FBI is going to come for him.
No, like VHS tapes.
Oh, Mr. Peter's dad. Mr. Peter's dad, you're in so much trouble.
I think Hocus Pocus we owned.
Yeah, anytime there was an HBO free weekend, everybody's sitting there just like recording every one of them movies, you know? That's how I got to watch Willow for the first time. I love that movie.
And then you would pull out the little tab so you couldn't record over it.
Yeah, because if you did, man, then it's like, oh no, now we accidentally recorded over this with like a stupid game show or something that like a neighbor was on. Then you move and you're just like, I don't even remember what that neighbor's name was. Stupid.
Did it actually happen?
Oh.
Okay. It seemed very specific.
I'm just saying, stuff like that happens.
The pirate's name is Captain Jack. And so he's been seen in these waters. He's wanted on a number of charges, and it's extremely dangerous. It's odd because it's sometimes Beach seems to think like he's a legend and he's not real.
Right.
But other times he definitely is real.
For sure. It's just such a dumb pirate name.
Captain Jack. Oh, it's very generic.
It is. What would your pirate name be?
Captain No Beard.
I like it.
Because it's hard out there.
Oh, you could grow a beard if you tried.
But it'd be all scraggly. If I tried really hard. This is an inspirational message from Abby, everybody.
Yeah.
If you try really hard, you too can grow a beard.
Yeah. Do it so you can be a pirate.
It's very clear we haven't recorded in a month and a half.
Yeah, we got nothing.
There's a boat right next to the Ocho Riales.
Yeah.
Riales. And so you're wondering, should we surface right away or should we keep diving? And if you think it's Beach's problem.
Yeah. Right? He's the captain.
Exactly.
I'm going to leave this to him.
Exactly. So do you remember what you did?
I decided to investigate the coral and let Beach handle the other boat. I was like, this is his problem, not mine. I decided to keep investigating.
Okay.
So Kate and I are swimming around. We see an odd-shaped lump of coral, and I'm like, oh, this looks exciting. This looks like not a normal coral shape.
And then what is it?
And you're like, oh, it's a cannon.
Boom.
Boom, boom, baby. And we're like, oh boy, it seems like the right shape to have come from that 1698 fleet. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Right.
So we have to raise the cannon up to the boat in order to see if it actually is like that.
Right.
You look at your watch. You're like, oh, we've only been down here for 20 minutes. You have to decide like if you're going to stay down and explore some more or if you're going to attempt to raise the cannon.
Right.
It's actually much cooler if you stay down and explore.
Yes.
But I didn't. I attempted to raise the cannon. So you raise cannon on your little slate. you tie a little buoy to the end of the cannon and kind of let the buoy go up, and then it shoots to the surface that marks the cannon's location, and then you and Kate are like, all right, we going up. So you go up. The other boat is still on the other side of the Ocho Reales. So you're like, okay, we're both up here, and you're listening, and you can hear Beach and the captain of that other ship arguing.
Yes.
And they're arguing because Beach is like, listen, we have a flag up there that's saying we have divers down there.
Do not come here.
Do not come over here, you dum-dum. Do you not know maritime flags?
Right.
Moron. So go away. And you can't hear the other boat like saying anything, but you have to then decide like what to do. You're trying to yell and get Beach's attention so that he knows that you're there and that you have stuff to do, but he doesn't hear you. So you have to decide to try to yell again to get their attention. Or if you think that yelling isn't going to help, you can try to swim around to the platform.
Did you do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because the platform is on the other side where you'd have to like go between the boats essentially.
And yeah, if you go between the boats,
yeah, you die.
You die.
You die in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's like you get tangled up in the other boat's fishing lines and dragged behind them.
So yeah, suddenly you're moving rapidly through the water, tangled in a line from the fishing boat. You twist like a top as the boat drags your face forward through the water at 20 knots. You cannot reach your scuba mouthpiece, and you rapidly...
I mean, you get in the picture, it's like you have fishing wire tangled all around you, and you are dead. There are bubbles all over.
Yeah.
It is...
grisly.
Creepy.
Yeah, so that's just one of like this book has a lot of grisly deaths.
Yeah.
And so that's just one of them. But anyway, you didn't do that.
Yeah, I did not do that. I just was like, because I'm very afraid of water.
Sure. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to yell again. So I yelled again. I was like, hey, dummies, I'm over here. Like, pay attention to me, your owner of the boat in the water. So I yelled as loud as I could. And Beach finally like turned around and was like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm down under the water swimming with sharks and stuff. Obviously, Beach. So I said, just hanging around, nothing special. Do you have any sandwiches? Julius.
Also, you work for me.
What a joker, this Julius. You go up and you're like, oh, Macaulay, are these guys pirates? And he's like, no, they're just like some jerks.
There's jerks. There's sea jerks.
There's jerks. He's like, no, they're just like fishermen. So you go over, you talk to the guy, and you're like, hey, we're doing like a scientific expedition here, and like you can come back later, but not now. And he's like, well, we're going to fish now. And you're like, okay, we'll move, and then we'll come back later. And he's like, okay, fine.
So if you go up right away, though, it's the same thing. Like, it's like these fishermen.
Yeah.
But like, you're actually like cool, and like you're like, hey guys, we actually got here first. You also suggest like, hey, we actually saw like a school of fish, down yonder. So
yeah.
how about you go over there? And that captain's like, oh, hey, cool, thanks a lot. And so like you kind of like can talk your way out of that situation as opposed to this.
Yeah. Later, when you come back, you get back to your site and the buoy is gone. It's not there anymore. And so Beach is super mad, and you're like, whatever, it's okay, it's not a big deal. I found it really easy last time, I'll find it really easy again. And Beach is like, dude, you got to dive last time and Macaulay and I didn't. Let's all go down.
Oh, I don't think I ever got this one.
Yeah.
Which also seems like a bad idea.
Yep. And it's like, it sounds like a reasonable idea, but you're still a little nervous about the fishing boat. It's motoring off to the side. They might not be pirates, but you don't like the looks of them. So if you all dive, no one's going to be left on board the Ocho Reales. Okay. So I said no, someone has to stay on board.
Good.
If you are like, yeah, let's all go down, we'll all go down. You are down there for a while, and then you like are looking around and you notice some sharks. Then you're seeing your friends and you see what's attracted the sharks. Great pieces of bloody fish are floating down from the surface. You look up in horror. A fishing boat floats overhead, dropping chum. A time-honored trick of fishing. Chumming is used to attract fish.
Well, they don't seem very chummy,
No.
do they?
So you wonder frantically if it's the same fishing vessel.
Excuse me, Abby.
The Ocho
Abby?
Realis.
They don't seem very chummy, do they?
No, not very good chums, huh?
Perfect, thank you.
You wonder frantically if this is the same fishing vessel the Ocho Realis tangled with this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know you're here? Are they the ones who took your marker? And the sharks are so crazed by blood that they eat all of you. And they tear at anything they can get their teeth into, including the four of you. So, yeah.
That's only one of the shark deaths in this book, though.
So you're like, okay, I'm going to stay on board.
Mm-hmm.
Beach and Macaulay, you go down. And Kate, you can go too. And Kate's like, I'm going to stay up here with you. So Beach and Macaulay go down. You give them coordinates from where that ship thingy is. And you know, like, okay, they're down there and you're waiting up top for them. Pretty soon, Beach's head pops up out of the water and he says, Macaulay's in trouble. We found the cannon, but his foot's caught under it. Mm-hmm. I can't get it free. Throw me a line. I'll tie it around the cannon. Then I'll signal to you to winch it up. And you're like, okay, that sounds like a good idea, but maybe I can go down there and I can free Macaulay myself.
Yeah. But how are you able to do a thing that Beach isn't able to do?
Because I'm the owner of this ship, Peter. I'm rich. I was like, okay, I'm going to go down there. I'll go down with you. And then with you, I will help you winch up. We'll be able to lift it together off of him.
Yes.
Beach and I go down into the water. Mm-hmm. And we're towards the bottom. And the water is starting to get kind of murky. And there's a moving shape. And it's a shark. There's a shark.
Uh-huh.
And there's no Macaulay. Or
is he okay?
Not much of Macaulay is left. The sharp coral around the cannon ripped up his leg, and the sharks were attracted.
The detail is you see a shark and no Macaulay, or not much of him anyway.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Ooh, yeah, it's
like
so that's a second shark death in this book.
Yeah,
death by shark.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this one, there's just a shadowy illustration. The other shark illustration is like a creepy shark face.
Mm-hmm. So let me talk about my run-through, because my run-through was so wild. I loved every minute of it. I don't 100% remember how I got here, but it doesn't really matter, because whenever you do like an ocean book, I feel like all the branches kind of blur together a little bit.
For sure.
As opposed to, I guess, like a space book or any other kind of book that's on land. Mm-hmm. You can kind of tell the terrain a little bit better.
Right.
When it's ocean, it's just really hard, at least for me, to imagine where things are.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the kind of the scary and bad thing about the ocean is that, like, when you can't see the bottom, you can't tell if the bottom is the top or the top is the bottom in the ocean.
Right.
And so it's like, am I swimming towards the bottom or am I swimming towards the surface?
Exactly.
So it's scary.
I agree.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate you, ocean.
So I live in the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
That first original choice is, hey, do you want to surface right away, see what that extra boat is, or do you want to keep going? So you keep going. I surface right away because it's like, I don't want to be down here anymore than I have to be. And so, yeah, I surface right away. And then so, yeah, like I said before, there's that fisherman, and you can be like, hey, don't go here. You know, we saw some really good fish, you know, however far away. And the guy's like, thanks, dude. Oh, by the way, over there is where we think we saw Captain Jack. So just watch out for that.
And he has like a gray boat or something. They're like, oh, he has a gray boat. And I'm like, wow, flashy for a pirate.
And so, yeah, I don't remember, because again, you can dive right back down again, or you can kind of like go to the spot where the pirate supposedly was. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember what I did, but again, it's all ocean, doesn't really matter. Beach and Kate go down instead, and it's me and Macaulay on the boat.
Okay.
And then so me and Macaulay we're bebopping around, and then we see pirates.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, we think are pirates. We see two different boats.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of coming towards us at a weird at a weird speed.
Yeah, they're like coming right at you, which is not normal.
And then so your idea is, hey, I see a patch of coral in the kind of the far off distance. How about let's try to lose them in there?
Yeah.
And then Macaulay is like, this was so funny. Macaulay is like, hey, that's a good idea, but you know it'd be cool as hell if these two boats collided with each other. He even says like, I saw it in a movie. He's like, hey, you know, that'd be so cool if this boat was like, and so the boat was like, and they went, and crash into each other. Wouldn't that be so cool?
Right.
So you can either do your plan, which is like, hey, let's try to go into the coral and try to get them like stuck.
It's like, let's try to lose them in this, like, because it's kind of like, ooh, it's a maze a little bit of like shallow water around these coral formations.
Right. But you could potentially get trapped too.
Yes.
But they might not follow you. Or again, you can do Macaulay's plan.
Which I did. I absolutely did. Because I was like, I think that sounds genius, Macaulay. I also would love to see two ships run into each other and explode while they're both trying to hit me.
So yeah, this is Macaulay says, I saw something on TV once. It was the same kind of situation. Two chase boats were chasing in from opposite directions. And then the other boat kept in the middle until the last possible second and then pulled away. The two chase boats rammed into each other.
Yes.
Boom.
I love it.
And then
I love it.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the Macaulay's plan, which is the two boats are going to collide into each other.
Which is great. They're shooting at you, though.
Yes, they're shooting at you. And of course, they don't run into each other.
No, they don't. They continue shooting at you like the whole time. And of course, as they're getting closer and closer to you, their shot becomes easier because their target are closer to them.
Yes, because you waited for so long for them to like potentially run into each other Looney Tunes style.
Yes. And so eventually they just shoot you.
Yeah, and so they shoot you.
And you die.
You feel a terrible pain in your midsection. You slump to the deck. It's up to Macaulay now. And so, but the picture is so great because you're at the wheel and it looks like you're doing like a slow ballet dance to like, like this interpretive dance of death.
And it's like, I hope Macaulay follows through with the boats ramming into each other and exploding.
Right.
And then the two this whole time, like you have ditched Kate and Beach.
Yes.
Like they are underwater / floating on top of the water.
Yeah. So
hopefully. And they're just there. Like, where did everybody go?
And you did not signal them at all because I guess you didn't have time, but still like.
How do they get back?
Exactly. That's like the best ending for this branch is like, hey, we got away from him. Now we have to go and try and find our friends.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But yeah, if you go through the coral maze.
There's a possibility you get stuck and then like you have to like.
Yeah, you have to like
make a run for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can either like rock back and forth or you can try to make a run for it.
Yeah. But you like the whole time are like signaling to the Coast Guard and they're trying to like get there too and like meet Captain Jack at the exit of the coral maze.
I think if you make a run for it though, like you dive down and then they're throwing dynamite at you.
Yes, and then you die that
you
way?
explode.
Yeah, you explode because you get dynamited.
Yes. So the death sentence one are so crazy.
Yeah. I want to talk about some of
please
some of my favorite-ish deaths though.
Yeah, because I think
there are so many. It's
right.
nuts.
And so like the storyline isn't necessarily the strongest in this one.
No.
I don't know if it's necessarily worth going into different branches. Because they'll kind of blur together.
They do.
Sometimes you find treasure, sometimes you don't. You usually don't.
Almost never. You know, I like to go back and like play all of the different branches that I didn't do, you know? In my first run through when I attempted to raise the cannon right away, if I instead stay down and explore, I decide to explore with Kate, and she and I are swimming around, poking at things with our iron rods, and immediately what happens is Kate gets pulled into a current, like an undercurrent.
This is a good story branch. This is really good.
And she like gets pulled away in this undertow, and you are like, oh my God, she's flipping through the water. She cannot stop herself. And you're like, oh my God, what do I do?
So you can either surface or you can like get stuck in the current too.
Yes. So you can try to slip into the current to catch her, or you head back to the boat. And I was like, if I head back to the boat, I'm going to lose her immediately. There's no way I could find her.
I think that's what happens.
Yes.
You kind of like, you lose her and she like, you try to find her, but she's just gone.
Yes. Because you're like swimming alongside her for a while and trying to keep up with her. And then you are like, okay, now I can try to decide to slip into this current or try to get back up. But at this point, you've been underwater for so long that you can't surface without getting the bends.
Yes.
And the depth that you've been at, you would not be able to surface without getting the bends. So essentially, there's no way for if you try to get back to the boat, there's no way for you to be able to get up and surface safely and to tell Macaulay and Beach what's happened and find Kate.
And I think Goodman did like a really good job of like setting you up with all those details in the beginning and then but not bringing them up until like now, because like now if you surface, like you are going to die.
Yeah.
And so like you as the reader are going to forget.
Oh yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to slip in the current that caught Kate. And so I slipped into that current, and it's like, okay, now I'm in the current with her. I'm trying really hard to stay in this, like to catch up with her. And eventually I do. And what happens is we get sucked into this like underwater, like hole. It's like a humongous sinkhole, and we're pulled into this big dark hole. When we're down under there, it's like, oh my God, we're at like 200 feet and going down, and it's like super, super dark. And I know the longer that we're down there, we are getting this like rapture of the deep, which essentially at the beginning it's explained as like if you're at depths of around 200 to 250 feet, this extreme pressure can cause nitrogen gas to build up in your system, and it gives you symptoms of like drunkenness. And so you're like, oh my God, like Kate is definitely feeling this. I'm starting to feel this. Like, do I go deeper to try to find her? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Or do I like use my flashlight to try to like shine it and see if she'll come towards me? But if you go deeper to look for her, you essentially keep going deeper and keep going deeper and get super, super like drunk on this gas.
So here, I found the page. So it's deeper for Kate. Deeper for Kate, you think, as you kick downward. The water becomes even darker. You can hardly see. You giggle, and then you laugh. Of course I can't find Kate. It's too dark. I better call to her. Kate, you shout until you realize she can't hear you with this rubber thing in your mouth. So your breathing tube, obviously. You pull it out and you call again. Kate. The bubbles of your last breath of air rise to surface 280 feet above. There is no answer to your shout, but you don't care. So you have ocean madness and you drown yourself, basically.
Yeah. At one point you can like turn around and find her in the water. And you do like see her and stuff and pop out. But man, it's like, it's crazy. Like you can't really, I think there's only one way to like get out of there and signal and get yourselves up. It makes me even scareder of the ocean.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, can't get me down there.
If you rise too fast, there's another one I found that's plays into the nitrogen bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
You pray that the ultraviolets is on the lookout for you and Kate. You double up again from your cramps. Come on, Beach, Macaulay, you think. You've got to spot me. A nitrogen bubble forms in one of your carotid arteries, cutting off blood circulation to half your brain. You go into convulsions and die. Beach and Macaulay find your floating body 10 minutes later. Kate is too lost. They have no idea where she is, and their searching is fliss.
Yeah, that's what happens if you try to go up right away
Right,
instead of
so, yeah.
following her. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
The ocean wants you dead.
Well, it is,
Did
right?
you get to the scenes with Captain Jack where you're diving and you end up in this like underwater grotto?
Yes. It almost looks like a James Bond lair.
We ended up in this strange like underwater cave, and under there is a like habitat that's like hidden in the back of the cave, and it seriously looks like a James Bond villain lair. It's like standing on a pillar, and then it looks like a weird, I don't know how it, like a greenhouse looking kind of thing.
Yeah,
how
kind
would
of,
you
yeah.
describe it?
It's basically like a big water tower
Yeah.
underwater, basically.
Yeah. So you were like, oh, should we go explore it? What is this building? And so you like have to decide whether or not you're going to climb up into it, because there's a little ladder on the bottom. And I, as always, decide to do the craziest thing I can do. And I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go into this weird little thing. So I go into it. We discover all of these like smuggled gems. So
Kind of Scooby-Doo, like very like Scooby-Doo or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hardy Boys.
Right, exactly. It's always the decisions are like, should we keep looking or should we leave right now? And I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to keep looking. Yeah, this is wild. I'm going to keep going because I need to know. Like, I'm not going to leave before I figure out who lives in this weird little, like, how did they get there?
Exactly. Or how did you even build it with no one knowing?
Right? I need to know everything.
So then, yeah, you you finally open this door, and it leads into like this posh apartment.
Yeah.
And there's this big 2-page spread.
And right in there, there's a little, I'm like, I bet this is the home of Captain Jack. And then you hear a voice say, don't take that bet. You'll lose for sure. But it is him.
Yes.
So it's like, how would I lose? If I took that bet, I would win because it's you.
So it's this like short guy. He's kind of in a smoking jacket.
And striped pajamas.
And yeah, he
house
looks
shoes.
very cavalier.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a pirate. And he has like a very sweet little kitchen with like little fruits on the backsplash. Like,
that's very cute.
who did he get to come down here and do this work?
He has a kettle on the stove.
Yeah, he's gonna make some tea. Kate's like, whoa, how'd you get in here? And he's like, same way you did. He's Captain Jack. It's his hideout. It's a professional necessity. He's talking to you, and you guys are edging away from the door, and you hear 2 small noises from a gun, and then you guys, still dripping water, are now dripping blood onto the expensive Persian rug of Captain Jack.
Yes.
He kills you.
That's a cool detail. It's like you're dripping water, and now you're dripping blood.
It is pretty cool. But anyway, you die. In one of the things, though, you can like grab in one of the endings, you can like grab a chest and piece out.
Oh, okay.
And then in that instance, you can open the chest when you get back to the Ocho Realis, and you find it's full of doubloons. And that's how you found your treasure. I found my treasure after all. I did it.
The real treasure was friends, though, not getting them killed.
Yeah, the real treasure was the friendships and the boat owners.
Your friends / employees.
Friends and employees that we made along the way.
Exactly. So I think that about covers it.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this one?
Some of the branches I felt like were a lot stronger than other ones. Some of them took a long time to wrap up. Some of them were like real adventures, and some of them were just kind of like. So yeah, it really depended, I think, on how like which branch kind of you got first.
I could see that.
Again, it's like, and even when I got to that Captain Jack underwater grotto hideout, it's like the choices that it took for me to get there are ones that I just never in my life would have naturally made. It's so much effort for me to get there.
I agree.
And so it's like, man, don't make it so hard for me to get to the cool stuff. Make those easy. Make those my first run throughs. Because then people want to keep going. They feel compelled to keep reading.
I could see that, yeah.
So this one for me was like lower tier, mid.
I disagree. I kind of talked myself into this one while discussing it, because I think I love the endings to this one.
Yeah, lots of fun deaths.
Yes. I think that really saves this book.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't necessarily like sea adventures.
No.
I think they're kind of boring. But the deaths are so crazy in this one that I would put it top to middle. I'd put it somewhere that I wouldn't put it in the middle per se of all of them. But I'm with you on what you said, though.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting, like I said earlier, like how many other people that you killed,
Yes.
with your decision making, which is like rare in these. It was weird to be like, oh my gosh, my decisions are really impacting other people.
Yeah.
So,
and that's, I don't know, shows growth in this series?
Right.
Question mark.
Well, and that's true of life, man. All of our decisions impact other people, not just ourselves. So
let's get to our mailbag really quick. So we got an email from Weiler from a while back that I kept forgetting to read, so I wanted to read that really quick. So he said, "Hey, Peter and Abby. I came across your podcast about a month ago, 3 months at this point. I was looking for insight into what makes CYOA books fun and engaging while trying to write one for my kids. That's fun.
Oh, nice.
In the last month, I binged every episode, which is fun. And I'm happy to say that the Horror of High Ridge episode was the first one I was able to listen to after finishing the book.
Yay.
So we've heard that some people are reading along, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
If you can do that, that's so great. I really liked the book, and I thought it was a great episode. I thought more than anything, the atmosphere was creepy and gave me a good idea for the dangers ahead. Almost every choice was more engaging than just take the left path, take the right path. He's looking forward to the next episode. Just want to say thank you for the podcast. I know it takes a lot of effort to put it out. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But we're glad you like it. I hope Y'all enjoying it because I'll be reading and listening for as long as you keep reading and recording. A now up-to-date fan. So yeah, thank you, Weiler.
Thank
that was really
you.
nice. And yeah, did you go back to Horror Ridge or no? Probably not, right? Because you said you might. Horror of High Ridge?
What do you mean?
You said you might go back and read it more because you didn't read enough of it.
No.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Let's talk about a couple of our reviews, though. This is on Apple Podcasts, when you can rate and review us. So this is by Cabrina Nights.
Cabiria Nights?
Thank you. As fun revisit of a beloved series.
Oh, yeah. It says, hi, I'm name redacted. Oh, did we do that at the beginning? Oh, my God, I don't think that we said our names.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, zhoosh. Okay, hi, I'm name redacted, and I'm sort of a librarian. I read as many of these books as I could when I was a kid, and it's fun and nostalgic to revisit them. I was drawn to the weird, out-of-left-field sci-fi and fantasy elements, and to the low-key horrific deaths. We had a lot of those today. These books would suddenly throw at you. I always kept my finger between the pages of The Last Fork in the Road in case I made the wrong choice. Love the gentle, goofy Midwestern vibe in my ear when I'm at work or commuting.
Oh, geez. Our Midwestern vibe.
Oh,
wow.
Don't you know? That's so
That's the sweetest.
That's sweet. Thank you.
And then, yeah, we got a really quick one from DD Plant Mom titled The Best. And this is my favorite review of all time. Abby is funnier than your mom and even that one uncle. I love that one.
Oh.
So yeah, we got a lot of nice reviews lately. So if you want to add to that, we would really appreciate it. It really helps out the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go to Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. We'll read it 5-star, please, and we'll read it on the air. Or of course, you can go to Spotify, and you can leave a 5-star review.
Yeah.
You can also go to Pocket Casts and give us 5 stars. That again helps out the show a little bit. Or any other platform that lets you review. Please do that. It helps us out. Again, you can email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. You can follow us on Instagram because Abby posts a lot of fun stuff. And if you want to talk to Abby, that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that is you. She usually always comments on your comments. Does a great job over there. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You can also find us on Redbubble. We have shirts. We have a lot of other fun stuff on there. If you just want to support the show a little bit. I think that about covers it.
Yeah, for now.
Until our next episode.
Whoop. Which will be...
is going to be number 33. The Dragon's Den.
I cannot wait.
Which, yeah, spoiler alert right away. This is one of the best ones
ever.
Yes, pick up a copy if you can, because you're not going to want to miss it.
And this is one that we have previously read
on our YouTube
channel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to do some prep work.
Mm-hmm. I watched it, and oh boy, was it embarrassing. Yeah, thanks for tuning in today, everybody. My name is Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This has been Choose Your Own Book Club.